Hey everybody, it's David and welcome to this episode of the Daily D. Today's topic is fear and anxiety. You see, a lot of the times I hear, and you've probably heard this, I am stressed out, I've got this anxiety problem, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm shaky. These are telltale signs of one thing for sure is that somebody has fear. It's really what it is, fear. And fear is just a lack of knowledge or certainty of an outcome. That's all it is. When somebody is really afraid of something or nervous or has anxiety, it's really just saying that I'm not sure what's happening here. I'm not sure what's going to happen, what did happen. Those are the things that we live with. Now, in order for us to avoid stressful situations and to avoid anxiety, if you will, is to put more certainty in our life. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I make things certain when a lot of the things that go on around me are out of my control? That's exactly right. There are a lot of things out of your control. So, what can we do? Really, what can we do? The challenge is, if I can't control something, then should that impact me, and does that help me get away from this anxiety or this fear? Well, the one thing I've learned over the years about fear and uncertainty and doubt is really us coming to the conclusion that we can only control what we can control. And I know it's hard, right? Because emotional people, which is all of us, people who have emotions, it really drives us to make decisions or not make decisions every day because of the fear and uncertainty that we have. So what I've come to the conclusion is that in order for me to get rid of those things is to be certain about who I am, what I'm capable of, right? Who I am, what I'm capable of, and accepting whatever the best and the worst case scenario is. I can be certain of that. What I mean by that is, what's the worst that can happen? That's a certainty, right? Because I can say, if the worst thing is I lose all my money, then as long as I can live with that, that's cool. What's the best that can happen? I can make a bunch of money. As long as I'm cool with that, it's cool. But remember that at the end of the day, it isn't really so much what is uncertain, it's what you're certain of. See, fear is just a lack of knowledge, a lack of knowing, a lack of clarity of the outcome. So how clear can you get? How clear can you get on something, especially when other people are involved? The one thing that makes sense to me here is, if I know what I can produce, right, what I can do, then I don't have to have fear and stress. I mean, I can live with a little bit of it. We all do. But I can't let it consume me. I can't let it take my life. And many people let it take their life. Many people let their lives slip away because they won't make a decision, because they won't do anything, because if they did, who knows what could happen. You ever been there, like, what if this happened? Sometimes you just got to pull the trigger and say, I'm certain that the outcome here is that we will have an outcome. And that's it. People are going to be upset. Some people are going to get hurt. Some people are going to be happy. And that could be you or the other people around you. But at the end of the day, I'm certain. I'm certain that I can produce a result. Whatever I put my mind to, I can achieve. And that's a real true statement. And I believe that for you as well. I don't believe there's one thing in this world that you can say, I can't do it. I can. Now, the challenge here is are you willing to do whatever it takes to get there? And that's really where it comes down to. Most of the time, we haven't made the commitment to do whatever it takes to get it done. And so that's an uncertainty to us, right? Sometimes I get so stressed out and so pumped up and worked up over something and I don't know what to do, right? And all of a sudden I'm just like, wait a minute, you can't live this way. You can't live in stress. You can't live in fear. You can't live in anxiety. Anxiety doesn't let you sleep. Stress doesn't let you sleep. Fear doesn't let you sleep. I want to sleep at night. So what do? First thing, number one, I write down what it is that is stressing me out or causing me some anxiety. It's number one. Number two, once I write that down, I write the best and the worst case scenario of whatever that is stressing me out is. If it's about money, if it's about a relationship, if it's about family, if it's about whatever it is, I write what's the worst and what's the best. And then once I make those two things, so 1, 2, let's go to 3, which is, what am I certain about? What am I certain about? And the most of the time I just put me. I'm certain. And the last thing I put, what am I willing to do? What am I willing to commit to make sure that certainty happens? Because I can be certain of an outcome, but I still have to put in some work. I still have to do things. And I don't want to rely on anybody else. You see, if success was purely dependent, if success in whatever it is was purely dependent on somebody else's ideas, somebody else's effort, somebody else's impact on whatever it is that you're doing, then it's not really success. Success comes from within. Success comes from the fruit of your own labor, the investment of your own time, knowledge, and skills. Regardless if you work in a team environment or an individual environment, it doesn't really matter. That at the end of the day, it's all on you. Self-reliance, the ability to rely on oneself. You got this in you. Stop fearing things. Stop being uncertain about things. Stop being anxiety attacks and stop stressing out. Why? Because at the end of the day, the certainty is you. Now, if you can't find certainty, you will continue to have these problems. So I encourage you today, and the way you, and actually, let me just tell you this. The way that you become more certain is through confidence. And the way that you build confidence, very, very simply, this is another video I'm going to use. Very simply, the best way to build confidence is to do what you say you're going to do. Show up at the time you said, get the things done that you said you were going to do. Knock off your checklist like you said. Get the things that you said you were going to do done. And your confidence level goes from here to here to here to here to here till you can't even see it anymore, that you just walk around with so much confidence that fear and anxiety and stress don't even impact you anymore, because at the end of the day, you got it done. I hope this helps you. I wish you health, success, happiness, abundance of everything, but most importantly, freedom. Thanks, guys.